So for the longest time, I really wanted this, and I'm totally excited about this. I have actually seen everybody use it. I think it's one of the coolest things ever that you really need to have, especially when you're trying to get into a little bit of professional videography. Once upon a time, something like this was actually super expensive. You just could not afford it, even though you would see everybody have it. And at last I got mine. So I want to do this in front of you guys. It's right over here, so I'm just going to go and get it. Okay, ta-ta! This is what it is. It is one of the coolest things ever, and I really am so happy and so excited that I have this, and I'm going to open this in front of you guys. So I bought it the other day, and I did not even get a chance to open it because I was so busy doing my work. This is the Moza Mini P gimbal. Oh my God, this is so cool. It's totally brand new, as you can see. I have not opened it. I'm opening it in front of you. I'm so excited. Let's see what's inside it. Ooh, it has a really nice casing. They put a nice plastic a wrapper, so that way it it keeps it very clean and tidy. And this is what it looks like right there. It looks pretty cool. It has a little bit of a handle. Something like that, and that's what it looks like. Okay, now let's see if I can open it. Oh my God, where is it? Oh, I'm so excited about the whole thing, like I don't even know what to say. It's totally brand new. I don't even know how to open it, so I'm just going to maybe remove it from the back. So I'm just removing the paper, in other words, like that, okay? Just so that, so it looks pretty cool. Okay, there you go. There you go. Oh my God, I don't know how this is gonna come out. But all right, let me just keep it like this. And it has a latch opening over here, and that's a carry handle. So I'm gonna open it. Okay, now first thing I want to say, the case looks really cool. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. It has like a soft feel to it, and it looks really small. So that means if you want to, take it when you're traveling, I think this is such a great deal because it's really compact. But I understand that what's inside, you can also take it in your bag. Just put like a nice, you can make like a small little cloth bag for it, and you can put it and it will still stay safe as long as it's not scratching anything. So you may not really need to carry this box, but if you are traveling, I think this is such a great thing, and I'm opening it now. All right, wow, look at that. I'm excited because I have wanted one of these for such a long time. You guys have no idea. This will take filmmaking to a totally different level. And the best part is the price. It's under $200 US. Under $200 US. Once upon a time, these things used to cost thousands of dollars. It wasn't so small, it was much bigger. And you can still get those rigs now if you're using a heavier load camera. It has a little bit of a booklet. I'm going to keep the booklet over here. Oh my God, I'm excited. I know already what's that because I've seen some YouTube videos. This is known as the horseshoe. This is where your camera will sit first. You will attach it onto your camera, and then this is something that you're going to attach it to the gimbal. The gimbal is right over here. So this is known as the like a little horseshoe type of thing. I don't know how, from what I understand, this actually helps you to balance the camera. Now, this is something important that I really want to say in case you guys are using my video as a how-to type of thing. I'm not an expert. As you can see, I'm opening this and I'm telling you right now, this is the first time I'm actually using a gimbal, or at least I bought a gimbal. So please don't just look at my video and think that you should be able to do this immediately. I am no expert. I'm learning it just like you. And one of the reasons why I really wanted to get into the gimbal thing is because I wanted to encourage people to, go and do your story making, something like that. So anyway, so this is the foot, or the horseshoe foot, I think that's what they're called. And there's a lot of things in here. Here is another, this is the iPhone holder. So that means, I'm sorry, not iPhone, a smartphone holder. So that means you can actually use a smartphone. So this is for your regular, what I understand is mirrorless cameras, okay? So not exactly your DSLRs, because the DSLRs are very heavy, and this gimbal is considered not for, it's considered as a medium to small size. So it's between your phones and maybe some mirrorless small compact cameras. But once you start getting into bigger cameras, I think you need to go and get the big brother of this one. I don't even know what it's called. Somebody in my comments, please make a note and make a comment and just tell me what is it really called. So anyway, so here is the actual thing. So I am actually going to, and there are some cables. Let me take it off one by one so that way everybody gets a little bit. From what I understand, that there are two cables. One is for charging the battery. This is a built-in battery, so you can't really remove the battery from this gimbal. It's a built-in battery, and I think it lasts for like 20 hours, I think, something like that. From what I see what other people have made comments on YouTube, I think it lasts for quite a while in one charge, which is really, really cool for a gimbal of this size. So one's a charging cable, and the other one actually, it connects your camera to the gimbal. Now, I understand it as that you could also use Bluetooth in this. I'm not so sure if I'm correct. Maybe I will edit it out after I research a little bit. But I think you can use Bluetooth, and you can also download an app to your phone that you can actually operate the gimbal that way. So these are the two cables. I'm going to keep it right here. Okay, and now, guys, you don't understand. I really wanted this for such a long time, and now that I have it, so I'm going to take it out. I'm so scared that I'm going to end up breaking the thing, so it just comes out easy, and here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a folded version, and I'm not even going to try to unlock all the things in front of you, but I just want to show you guys that this is what it is. My first feeling of it, oh my God, it's a little bit heavy. It's a little bit heavy, again. Some people on YouTube said that this is not very heavy, it's very flimsy. Guys, that's not true. This is really heavy. This is a professional level feel to the thing. What I understand is the handle section where the buttons are is made out of a very nice plastic, so it's not very flimsy. But the entire mechanism where the motors are, there are 3 motors. The entire mechanism is actually made out of metal. I do want to say something, and I'm repeating myself. Guys, it's a little bit heavy. Now, from what I understand is they try to minimize the weight of this device, is because they're also considering the weight of your camera once it's attached. And you guys know that you're going to be using so many cameras. If you're using a phone, maybe it's not going to be so heavy because your phone is not that heavy. This will feel the total weight of it. But if you're going to put a mirrorless camera, like I have the Sony ZV-1, so I'm going to be using this mostly for that one. And I'm shooting the ZV-1 right now, and that's the camera right there. Once I put it there, this is going to add on some weight. So I'm not sure how long I can hold it for doing vlogging. If I'm walking around the street and I'm doing vlogging, I'm not so sure how long I can hold it. I may just put it here, and then I may move it to my next hand. But the nice thing about a gimbal, it stabilizes the entire video. And that is the reason why I bought it. I really wanted that. I wanted to be able to start shooting different angles to add on a little bit of color to my storytelling. And that is one of the things why I recommend everybody should think about it or save up for it and try to get into a gimbal setup, is because it's one thing when you're trying to be very sturdy and you're trying to hold your camera, and some of us are very good at doing it, and there are different ways of tricks and doing it rather than spending money. But you know what? If you have a gimbal, I think you'll be able to shoot B-roll, and you'll be able to shoot like movie making quality shots that you could actually edit and put it into your video. I think the quality would be really high. A simple thing like this will just step up your game, and that is the only reason why I bought it. I really thought about it for a very long time. I researched many different companies. I kind of saw what people were talking about, and you know what? This came up as a winner because I just thought it was small, easy to take around. It was not expensive. It wasn't more than 200, 300. I have a budget, so I didn't want to spend anything more than 200. Plus, from what I understand, this does the job. I'm totally excited. My other video, I'm going to really turn the whole thing on and everything like that. But I do know that it has a little bit of a stand over here, which is over here. I already know it's there. I already know it's there. And let me see if I can put this over here 1 second so I can take this out. This is actually a mini tripod. Oh my God, let me see if I can get it out. As you can see, the casing is really, really good. So that means everything is like secured very, very nicely. And so here is the little tripod. This is really cool. I actually like this is because it is so flat, as you can see right there. It is so flat that I can put it on a table and I can just, you know, like instead of using the gimbal, I can just put my camera on this right here and I can just shoot table level stuff, which is really nice, which is, you know, that's a beautiful thing, because usually when you get tripods, you don't have anything that is at this level. And this is something that I did not see YouTube videos on, and I was hoping that it was going to be very low, and it really is. It is right there. You could put the camera right here and you can shoot tabletop, table level, horizon level. In case you're looking for really cool angles, this is it. This is super. I mean, wow, I love this thing. And this is made out of some kind of a rubberized plastic. There's a feel to it. There's a little bit of a weight to it. So it's not metal, but it has really cool grips down at the bottom. And so if I pick up my gimbal, guys, I'm so excited. I really am. You know what? I wish everybody watching my videos, please subscribe. I'm new to this, of course. This is not my first video. I'm a teacher and I make a lot of videos. I'm going to put this on the side. I don't think there's anything in here right now. And I'm going to put that on the side. And this is the gimbal, and I teach school online classes, and I'm also going to start doing a lot of stuff on Skillshare, and I really wanted some gear so that I can really make my lessons a little bit more interesting. And this is one of my first product reviews. So if you are not subscribed, and of course, you know, if you like my video and you like to know more about what I'm going to be doing, so do like, I don't know how the algorithms work. I'm totally new to all this stuff, but I know that whenever you do something, it really helps me a lot. It really makes my channel really pick up some speed. And thank you for doing it, by the way. So here is the setup. So that means when I screw it on, it has an angle, okay? So I don't know if you guys can see it. It actually has an angle. So the angle is done in such a way so that when I hold it like this, the camera is facing me beautifully. So this thing has like a little angle. Let me see if I can do it this way. I'm afraid I'm going to drop. I'm afraid I'm going to drop it. I'm like nervous. I'm nervous, you know, because it's the first time I have something super cool, and I know it's not about this. Actually, it is about this, but I know the kind of angles I will be able to shoot, and it's going to be super. That much I know. So here it is. Yeah, as you can see, it has an angle, so that way when I hold it, the gimbal goes up a little bit. I don't know what degree that is. I'm not a math person, so I don't know the degree. But I know that when you are vlogging, your camera will really have a cool angle. Like you can really angle it very nicely. So this is kind of cool. Of course, if you open it up and it sits very nicely on a table, so you can have like a table top shot at you. And wow, this thing is really cool. Now I do want to say something in this video, because I remember that I wanted to say it, is when you are going to set up your gimbal, the first thing you do is you set up your camera onto the shoe. That's the first thing you have to do, obviously. And you don't turn on your gimbal. So I'm going to say it again. Do not turn on your gimbal yet, because when you turn on your gimbal, what happens is the gimbal locks all the motors up like it's ready for operation. So don't turn on your gimbal yet till you put the camera on and till you balance the camera. That's a very big step in getting this thing to work successfully. Your camera has to be balanced really, really well. And once it's balanced, perfectly well. Then you turn on the engines. I mean, you turn on the gimbal, and the gimbal will send its signals, turn on all the motors, and then your camera is going to be ready for the shot. And then you, of course, once you set it up, it has all kinds of buttons. I will do another smaller video where I will zoom in and talk about all this stuff. So it has all the buttons over here, so that way when you're operating, you're using your thumb to actually operate it like a joystick. So this is really cool. This is heavy, guys. This is one thing I really want to stress in this video, is it's a little bit on the heavy side. And I feel like I need to go and do some push-ups. It's not considered light, and I like this because I'm doing professional work. I'm working with professional clients, and I'm using a Sony. So my camera is very small, but once I put the whole thing together, and when I walk into my client meeting, I don't want my client to look and say, what is that small little thing? You're going to shoot my big project with that small little thing? So, it's like one of those things. So once I set it up on a gimbal, and if I bring this in and put it like that with the camera, even though the camera is so small, okay, this is probably the size of the camera, kind of the size of the camera. It gives you an idea right there. Okay, it gives you an idea right there. And once you put that whole thing, you end up having a professional look. Because I can't go into a very nice production holding a phone and saying, oh yeah, you know what, guys, see, your phone is really good. Your small cameras are very good. They always say it's not really the gear, it's how you use it and how you are creative in the way your eye sees what it needs to see to make the shot, so that when you're editing, you make a very good video. But when you walk into client meetings, and if the client sees a small camera, they'll be like, this is not a tourist shot. We are doing something very professional. Even though the ZV-1 shoots 4K and it really shoots professional level movie making stuff. Like, you could make a proper movie using that camera. I know that much. But sometimes when you're trying to impress people, you go into a meeting with such a small camera, you know what? Somebody's going to be like, wait, you're going to do our job on that camera? And I'm like, listen, people, that camera is really, really good. But see, they don't know that stuff. They expect you to be the professional. So the gimbal really works because I like the heaviness of it. So that means when I put my camera on with the light and the microphone and the whole setup, and if I walk into a meeting, like, okay, I'm ready for the shoot, I think people will take me a little bit more seriously. So that's why I'm very happy that the gimbal is not light plastic. Doesn't look very touristy. It looks really good. It's very sturdy. It's a beautiful thing. My next video is going to be when I'm getting into my operation. I'll be very honest, I'm a first-time user, as you can see. So that means I am not selling the product. I am not sponsored by the product. I just want people at Moza to know that, guys, you did a very nice job. This is pretty good, not bad. Now, my next video is going to be the actions to see it. So thank you very much for watching my little video. This is one of my first videos on product packaging and opening, something like that. And you can see everything is over here. And please subscribe, please like, make comments. If you have bought one, tell us your experience. Share with me and share with everybody else who probably will look at the chat and see what they think about it or what you think about it. And I will, of course, make my own observations on it. But my first initial impression is, this is not a toy. This is professional stuff. This is not a toy. It has all kinds of measurement, a scale over here. There's a measuring scale over here. There's a lot of things over here which I'm blind. I can't even see. I need to know what the hell they're talking about over there. But I think this has to do with the setup of the camera and the balancing, so that when you put it onto the gimbal, again, please don't turn on the gimbal yet till you do the balancing test. The balancing test is how your camera is balanced this way, how it's balanced this way, and how it's balanced facing up. That means the lens is facing the sky. So once all the balance is correct, that's when you really turn on the gimbal. Because please, if you make a mistake, it could be very expensive. It's possible that you didn't tie this properly. Your camera could fall down. your gimbal can, it's three motors working together. I don't think there are any accidents, but I'm sure you have some really cool camera gear, so please don't mess up your camera gear just by being hasty. So take your time, learn it, study it, respect it, love it, because this thing is going to add on so much to your storytelling that, wow, it's going to be super. So those of you who are using the gimbals, it doesn't have to be the Moza, it could be anything. Please put your movie links, YouTube, wherever it is, onto my subscribe, the chat. That way we can actually see the stories that you are making. So thank you very much, guys, for watching my video. I appreciate it. And please subscribe, and please like my video. If there's any comments, please put it on the comment section. And thank you so much. Happy shooting. I really hope you will go and start telling your story. Thank you. Bye.